Welcome to Chellington 17, episode 21, with me, Mr. Searly P. As far as contracting jobs go, I've just done the cultivating on field 17. I haven't done the seeding yet. Again, I need to wait till I've got a bit of time to do that. Soil composition, field 11, I'm pretty much ready to go. So money's back up to 307,000, which is great. I've got the stayer and I've got the horse maestro. Start that up. And as you can see, bottom right hand corner, I'm going to put corn in the ground on this one. That's what I said before. And then I'll probably do silage harvest on this. I might put it in this one and the next one actually. Have a massive corn harvest and do a load of silage. That's what I'm thinking. So, we'll put that down. As I said before, I'm going to get my rectangle in, but what should happen now is as I seed, this should put the darker areas onto their third fertilising state, the lighter areas onto their second. Once I've done all the seeding, I'll then run over that lighter area with the weeder on the first growth state, and that'll put that bit on the third as well. So hopefully, turn it on. And get some corn in the ground. I'm also going to start the sunflower harvest in this episode. So hopefully what will happen now is if I check the map, soil composition, that strip I've just done here is on the third fertilising state. So the first two were done with the weeder, third one with the seeder, and that'll be it. I can leave them to grow and I haven't got to touch them again when they're growing. It's not perfect because I've not been able to set a work on it, which is, like I said before, it's a bit annoying, not massively, but just a little bit, you know. So gets in the right position that I can cut that corner, or that edge, not a corner, is it? Let's be honest. So when it gets to the end, I'll see what it does. Oh, I'm still going to have to do the rectangle, otherwise it's going to go a bit funny. I've missed that completely, haven't I? So I can come back down the other way. I'm mumbling to myself. Anyway, I shall let this continue until the rectangle's ready. So as you can see on the map, I've now got the rectangle done. So the outer section now is on the third growth stage. So the centre section I will set the worker on now. It's going to run out of seed before the end, so I will have to go over to the store and get some more feed to refill it, but this should now put the centre section on the second growth stage. If this is right, if it's worked, it should do. So set the worker off and we'll have a quick check on the map. Now while that's doing that, just a quick shout out to Frog Dad if you're watching, which you have been, so thank you for that. I did save after I did my contracting mission. He gave me some advice the other day. I mentioned it in the last episode that someone had given me some advice to make sure you save after every sort of thing you do, so you don't get the issue I had with buying the field by mistake and having to go right the way back. It was Frog Dad. So thank you for that advice. I am following it. I am saving now after everything I do, so I don't have the same problem I had last time. So check on the map. And now that centre section that I left, now that's interesting because that's showing as dark blue. Oh, it's because I'm part of the bit that's already done. It'll register in a minute when it does the next section. I will cut to that in a moment. So I'm a good way down the next strip. I'll have a quick check again. That's better. So as you can see, that centre rectangle, the next bit on there is on its second stage. So on that second, when that grows into its first growth stage, I'll then go over with the weeder on the middle section, and that will give me the... it should let a worker do that, I don't know. We'll see with that. That will give me the last growth stage. Not growth stage, fertilising stage. Anyway, I'll leave the worker to carry on with that. Right, before I make a start on the harvest on field 10, there was something I said I would do just to check out. I think it might have been Alan that asked me about this one. I'm trying to remember. Now, after the version 2 update, with the forest being added on, there appeared on the map, which I don't remember seeing before, pine trees dotted around here and there. And I was asked whether you can cut down all the trees on the map. Now, the standard ones that are on the map, these sorts of ones, I don't think you can. It won't let you. There's a collision, no collisions on them, so you can actually walk straight through the rest of the trees on the map. I think for the PlayStation 4 that's mainly so it will allow it to run, so there's no collisions on them. That said, I'm pretty sure, and again I could be wrong, so this is me checking this for the first time, the pine trees that are dotted around you can cut, because they were added in the update with the forest. So because you get the symbol come up, the pine trees can be done. Anyway, I'm not going to cut through the whole thing because I don't want the pine tree coming down. But in answer to your question, most of the trees, no, they don't have collisions, you can't do them. But around the map, they are predominantly over where the forest is, over near the store. But there is the odd one dotted around here and there. So wherever you find a pine tree, the pine trees can be cut down, the other trees can't. Hope that answers your question. I'll get back over to the field and carry on. I was trying to find one further away from the store, because there are a few dotted around closer to the store in the forest, but there are the odd ones dotted around the map. And as I said before, what I probably will do is go back in to the forest, do another episode, not specifically on forestry, but I think what I might do is get the tree planter and actually replant some trees to replace the ones I've been cutting down, just to do something a little bit different. So I'll get back over to field 10. The worker is going on field 11 now, putting seed in. At some point I'll get the little message come up saying the seed's run out, and we'll go across to the store, buy some seed and refill it and carry on. As promised then, I am now over at field 10. Sunflowers, as you can see, they are ready to harvest. I've got the Massey Ferguson down there with the 2 Fleagle Bull trailers ready to collect. I've got the case 9320, no, 9230, I keep getting that the wrong way around. And I've got, it's a corn header, but it will do sunflowers. You can get a specific Helianthus header, but the corn one will do both. So let's start this up. It's already open. Open up the header. Not into the trees, that would be helpful. I just need to jump across and do something very, very quickly. Okay, that's sorted. He's off and working again. Right. Turn this on. Let's get cracking. Hope you like the episode, the New Holland one, the manufacturer spotlight. I've seen plenty of mod spotlights focusing on certain equipment, but I've never seen one on a manufacturer done, so since I like New Hollands I thought I'd do one. So like I say, it might be, depending on what kind of feedback I get off that episode, and I'll have to have a look at the comments. I might do a couple of those, I might do a case one, and just looking at the manufacturers that have got the most equipment on the game, and just do a bit of a spotlight on all their equipment. So New Holland seemed to have the most anyway, so I thought I'd start with that. Now, I don't know what the yield's going to be like on this. Doesn't actually seem to be that high either. Don't know why. I was hoping the yield was going to be higher than soybean, because this pays less than soybean. I think it's only about 1200 £8 for 1,000 litres, I think, is what it pays. It's a fair sized field, so it should be okay, but I thought it would be more than it is. We'll see by the end. This is the same. I might try and get a kind of rectangle done and then let the worker get on with it, but I will try and go around a couple of times first, maybe once, a couple of times. As expected, the Maestro has run out of seed, but there's not a huge amount left, to be fair, and luckily it's finished at this end, so I'm going to nip across the road to the store and we'll get some more seed, fill this up. So, seed pallet, 1, 2, what's this take? 3? It might do. Oh no, it might only take 2, mightn't it? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll have a spare. Yeah, 2. See the point I made as well about the fact that it gets through the seed really quick, but the fertiliser it doesn't. So it should be the other way around. It should have more seeds in it than fertiliser. That would make a lot more sense than the way around it's done. Never mind. Close that back up. For some reason it's done this thing again where it leaves bits at the end of each strip. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's done it the whole way along. So I'm just going to tie those up. Line this up on the previous tyre tracks and we'll be good to go. Okay, off goes the worker again. That should be finished in no time. So what I think I might do now, this is the second time I've unloaded. When I came across the top of this a minute ago, or a little while ago, I unloaded what I had in it, so I'm going to do the same again now. So these trailers will have something in, and then I'll mop up the odds and ends. As you can see, it's already got some in. Okay. Pipe in. Beacons off. I now have my rectangle ready, so I can set the worker off to carry on with the sunflowers. And the worker has finished seeding, so we'll just go over these last little bits. The worker seem to be missing for some reason. Didn't use anywhere near as much seed as I thought it would. So I'm definitely thinking of seeding field 10 with corn as well, and then doing a massive silage harvest with all of it. I think that'll work really well, because they're both close enough to each other and close enough to the BGA just over there to transport it without going miles and miles and miles. I'll just pop each other into the field just to make sure that it didn't miss any up there. The other thing I'm thinking of doing as well is, while that is harvesting on field 10, is getting the weeder on the Deutzfahr and begin the first weeding to get the first fertilising done, so I can be doing two jobs at the same time. That's the next option. Get cracking on that job, might as well. Actually, yeah, checking the map. Should be right on this, shouldn't it now? Where are we? So yeah, as you can see now, field 11, centre section now is on the second fertilising state. So once that grows and I get the first shoots come up out the ground, I'll then go over that middle section with the weeder, and that'll give me all the fertilising states I need on that field. The other thing I want to check is over here. Oh, it's showing all the states, isn't it? I did it all on there. Oh, that's annoying. I need a field where I can check to see whether the weeder will work after the first growth state as well. That'll be something I have to do in a later episode. Never mind. I think I left the weeder up at the store actually. Turn the beacons off. Full grain tank. It would happen, wouldn't it, on the way down the field, not the other way. Never mind. Actually, this trailer can't be far off full. There you go. Okay. So what am I on? 32,956 litres. Top in to get the weeder. Might as well kill two birds with one stone. while he's doing the field in the harvester, I'll make a start doing the weeding. There we go. Beacons on again. Okay. The field is now cleared. I've still got the weeder going and I've started cultivating as well. So I'm just going to unload this last bit and this can all go to be sold. I think I've got about 26,000 litres in storage at the farm as well. So I might top this off. I might go back to the farm first, top it off and then go and sell it. So I'll sell a full load in one hit. I'm going to have to move out of the way in a minute because this isn't going to be able to turn around, is it? He will get angry. It will say that the help has been blocked. The pipe away. Fold that up. I will attach the other header, so that'll be ready for transport. Also it's blocked in a second, like that. So I'm just getting the rectangle again, ready to set the cultivator off. That's kind of how it's going to work. Okay. Jump out. It's done brilliantly. At some point I'm probably going to need to get a second harvester, only because the fields are big. That's costing me money while he's waiting. So let's get out of the way. Seed is ready to use. Don't even go across the crops. Let's just go through the edge of the trees here. Okay. Means going along the slightly, ever so slightly bumpy track. I have to say though, considering this has got 56,000 litres, 2 trailers, this massive Ferguson pulls it no problem at all. Take this back to the farm, fill up the last bit, and then we'll head over to Chellington stores. I did a detour around the back of the yard because I thought it would make more sense to come in at the right angle, and then I can just unload. Not unload, what am I talking about? Load. So start filling. It's not going to take a huge amount to get to 64, but there we are. Complete load. So I'll take this over to Chellington store. I have to say, on the drive over here, like I said at the start, this tractor is pulling these trailers no problem at all. Still got all the crops to harvest in field 6, but that'll be left for another day in the not too distant future, hopefully. I've still got the rest of the I've got the seeding to do on field 17, the contracting job. That's all still left to do. So how's your new year going? Not bad. Not that far into it, are we, to be honest, but a few mods come out over the last couple of days. Not many. There was a bit of a sort of lull between Christmas and New Year, but I suppose the people that put these mods on and sort them all out are probably on holiday. I wouldn't be surprised. Which is fine, of course it is. People are allowed holiday, aren't they? But some of the ones that have come on, I think there were 4 bucket mods, and then there's been some quite like odd ones. But I have done my, I did the 1 axle big baler pack guide 2. So if you haven't seen that, nip over and have a look. Oh, I should have my beacons on, shouldn't I? That was naughty. Okay. Now, it's only dawned on me, actually. I was over here earlier doing something, and I was looking at the distance between the silage bunkers and the sell point. So if I do silage, that's going to require a serious conveyor belt chain. So here we go then. First load. Sunflowers. So 41,000. Okay. Pull that forward. And second load. $38,000, so the price dropped in between the two. Okay, so what's that? 41, 38. That's knocking on 80,000. Wow. That's pretty good. So that's 2 fields done. Bearing in mind, I mean, I had less, to be fair, I had less of the soybean. I had full 64,000 litres of this. But the soybean field and then the sunflower field, with the little bit extra I had to top it up, I made about 80,000 on each field. So that's well worth doing. Right, turn the beacons off. Right. I think that's probably it for today's episode. I suddenly remembered, as I was about to kind of sign off on the episode, I was given some advice. I do generally respond to it. Sometimes I try things out and they don't work, or I can't get them to work. Anyway, Mark M79, thank you very much. He suggested putting the conveyor belt. I know there's the little Lely robot thing that goes, the little bot thing that goes up and down. There's that new mod out today, which is like a tyre thing, and you go up and down and you clean it. He said if you use one of the small conveyors, the pickup conveyor, and put it in just the right position around the feeding area, every time they make a mess, it automatically picks it up, because it kind of has quite a wide reach on it, and if you put it positioned in the right place, it kind of picks it up and puts it straight back into the trough again, so it maintains the cleanliness of the feed area. And because I'd had a couple of episodes anyway, where I was doing other things, not that I forgot about it, but I just didn't get around to doing it. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. So I got the conveyor, brought it over, put it for the pigs, and it's working. So Mark M79, thank you very much. It works. Anything that helps out is a bonus. And on that note, it is the end of the episode. Quite a bit of work done on field 10. That's now being seeded. I finished doing the cultivating and the workers working away. If you look in the top right hand corner, my amount is creeping down because the worker is going up and down doing that. I have got some contracting work I can do off screen, a couple of bits and bobs here and there. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share the video, please be my guest. From me on Chellington, whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.